My name is Charmette Jones, and not only am I a hospice chaplain, but I am a trauma counselor. And I love everything about what I do. Being a chaplain is so rewarding. We get to meet people from all over the world, with all denominations. So I learn a lot. I love serving. I love being a part of Vantage. And I'm so grateful to be here.
We're grateful you're here.
Thank you.
We love it. How did you come into hospice?
I came into hospice actually when I was taking care of my mother who was on hospice. And as I was sitting at her feet, I was putting lotion on and I said, wow, God, this is just like serving you. And he said, you are, as long as you serve her. And he said, I called you. I said, you called me to what, God? He said, I called you to be a hospice chaplain. Did I hear that right? You called me to be what? He said, I called you to be a hospice chaplain. You're working with someone that you love so much and you know she's dying. She's your training ground. After she went on home to be with the Lord, I said, God, I don't know enough. So I went back to school, and that's when I got my master's in trauma and specializing in grief. And I actually did my CPE at MD Anderson. I love every waking day because I had to be educated to know what to do. When MD Anderson selected me, I was even more grateful because I knew I would be in the heat of death and dying.
Awesome. Do you have a story that you could tell since you've been with hospice? Something that really stands out to you as an experience?
Yeah, my first time going into a patient room, they called for a priest. And I was like, okay, I'm not a priest, but I'm going to go anyway. And then he was a Caucasian older man. And so it was at the time where a lot of rejection was going on. And I was like, God, what do I say to this man? Because one, I don't want to offend him because I'm an African-American female. And then two, I'm not a priest. And so I don't want to burst his bubble because he's dying. And he had specific requests. When I went in, I said, I know you wanted a Catholic priest, but I'm not. He said, I will accept you. We began to talk, and he told me he was ready to die. I said, you made peace with God? He said, yes, I'm ready to die. I just want you to pray for me. And I prayed for him, and when I touched him, he was cold. Although he was still talking, I could tell he was getting ready to go. And I was actually walking across the street, and I looked at my watch, and the Holy Spirit said, I'm taking him now. I went back to my notes, and I saw the time of death. And it was the same time I was crossing the street to go to my car.
Amazing.
And that let me know that I know.
Absolutely.
God called me to this no matter what I have to face in this lifetime. I don't ever go alone. I go because he sent me.
So thank you so much. As we had said earlier, October is Chaplain Appreciation Month, and I just want you to know how much we appreciate having you here.
Thank you, and I appreciate working with you guys.
Thank you.
I love y'all.